Welcome to the first annual Marvels of Media Awards ceremony honoring media makers on the autism spectrum at Museum of the Moving Image's Sumner Redstone Theater in New York City. Museum of the Moving Image is the only institution in the United States dedicated to exploring the art, history, technology, and social impact of the moving image. Tonight's ceremony will honor artists, animators, filmmakers, game designers, directors, and actors. Please enjoy this preview featuring media by tonight's honorees.
Be working. Do you mind me? Sorry. Can you see the camera? Yeah. There's our film.
Welcome to the first Marvels of Media Awards at Museum of the Moving Image. I'm Sarah Guerrero Mostafa, Deputy Director of Education and Community Engagement. Saludos a todos que nos están viendo por internet en casa. Qué gusto poder estar aquí con ustedes esta noche en los premios Marvel. The awards are part of the Marvels of Media Festival with screenings, workshops, and an exhibit, as you probably already know. But tonight we're also honoring and remembering the life of Mel Baggs. Mel was an autistic queer activist who dedicated their life to advocating for the rights of all people as part of the disability rights movement. In 2007, Mel's video, In My Language, went viral. For years afterwards, they endured death threats and daily harassment, all for speaking out about the lack of respect and understanding for nonverbal people on the spectrum. Although Mel passed in 2020, In My Language lives on as an iconic moving image work of art, and you can see it on the second floor gallery. I'd like to introduce now the museum's executive director, Carl Goodman, and trustee, Josh Sapan. Many know Josh from AMC Networks and is a longtime partner of the museum. But you might not know that Josh is also an advocate for independent cinema, helping to keep the Greenpoint Movie Theater alive, and also producing important films of tremendous artistic value. Josh is very passionate about recognizing the work of autistic creators and came to us with this idea to create the Marvels of Media exhibit and awards. Without Josh's guidance, we wouldn't be here today celebrating the very first Marvels Award. As the founder of the Marvels of Media Awards, Josh's creative vision has helped pave the way for greater recognition of media makers on the spectrum, today and hopefully for years to come.
Hi, I'm not Josh Sapan, who will join us in a second. I'm Carl Goodman. I'm the executive director of the Museum of the Moving Image, and this project began with an idea that Josh so kindly presented and, in a sense, pitched to me. We saw immediately a convergence of mission and interest, and this sort of, why isn't this being done already? And so it's important that we do it. Tonight, we honor media makers, neurodivergent media makers on the autism spectrum, and this is just the beginning. This is going to be an annual event. We are proud to combine a live program, an exhibit, ongoing workshops, and a festival together. And we're really excited to see how it will grow, just as we are excited about the evolution of media, the evolution of work that many of you do, the evolution of work of autistic makers, and the degree to which they're going to have the opportunity to shape the future of the media industry, not just become part of it. Okay, and we'll hear from Josh as soon as we can. However, at this point, I think I want to welcome to the stage Josh Sapan, who I didn't know was
Sorry, I snuck up on you, Carl, from behind. It's not as it should be. I don't have too much to add except to say that it's a thrill and a pleasure to be here, and I'll say everything he said, not as well. And it's just wonderful to see this all come together. My son's on the autistic spectrum, and that motivated me, and I've been a trustee of the museum for decades and have always loved it, and came to it with my son, and it was a big part of his childhood, and loved it tremendously. So it all kicked off, and Carl and Sarah Guerrero and Christine Bregan, who I work with, made it all happen quite wonderfully, and everyone else in the museum. So I'm grateful to be anywhere near this and in awe of the people who have made what is on the screen. So thank you so much.
I'm going to kick off this event, and I'd love Josh to join me at a certain point because there's some very heavy bricks here. This is the very first award of the very first Marvels of Media program, and it is an incredible pleasure to present this award, names for Best Series, to executive producer Jason Kadams, and the stars of the show, Sue-Ann Pien, Albert Ruticki, I believe. That's right. Wow. And Rick Glassman. You guys are awesome for the new TV series As We See It.
Let's just put in a plug. If you haven't seen this show, it is one of the most remarkable things on television. It is just extraordinary.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Wow, this is like, there's so much pressure. This is like the first award of a new event. We could blow this thing right here. We could scoop the end of it right here. Thank you so much, Josh and everybody at Marvels and Media Awards. I always hesitate to say I don't say that any show that I've worked on is important, because that's like a bad look. But I'm so proud and happy that this show is out in the world, and it is important. I have a son who is on the spectrum, who's exactly the age of the characters in the show, and I wanted to make the show for him and for people like him, and also for the world to sort of better understand him and people like him. I had a huge sense of responsibility to try to get this story right and tell it authentically and giving dignity to the characters. And to do that, I had partners who are neurodiverse, who are on both sides of the camera. And I thought that was incredibly important in telling the story. And I'm so happy to be up here with two of those incredible partners, Albert and Rick, tonight. Brilliant, brilliant actors. And also, while Sue-Ann wasn't able to be here tonight, she is also incredibly excited about this honor. So thank you so much to Josh, to Marvels and Media Awards, and for this great honor. And I will turn it over to Rick.
I'll take it. Thank you, Jason. Well said. I don't have much to say. I'm a man of few words.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm working on having less words. I've been told I'm a man of too many words. But, I don't want to swear. I won't, but I just want to say to all my teachers in school who said I would never make the Marvels of Media Awards, you can go screw yourself, because we did it! All right. No more words. But when I was a young boy, no, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the honor and privilege.
Thank you for recognizing autistic talent. I don't have much more to add. I've never really accepted an award before. Thank you for all of this.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dina Gassner, and I'm proud to acknowledge that I'm one of the members of the Advisory Committee for Accessibility for this event. I'm a PhD candidate at Adelphi University on Long Island and an adjunct faculty member at Towson University, where I teach transition to adulthood in their autism certificate program. I'm the mother of two neurodiverse adults, one with autism, and I identify as an autistic researcher, wife, mother, grandmother, and an authentically living autistic woman. I want to take a moment to convey what a wonderful, inclusive experience this has been, and to express my gratitude to Lindsay Beal, who decided that I should join up on this opportunity. And to our staff member, our liaison, Miss Sarah, who has been a fantastic autism whisperer behind the scenes and a wonderful ally. So on to the awards. After 25 years in this arena, it's too rare to be the part of an event that is bogged down by inspiration, exploitation, and tokenism. I'm thrilled to report that the Marvels of Media has been a true collaborative, neurodiverse respecting project, so to thank all of you who are being here tonight to celebrate these amazing contributors to the film, of the world of film. It's my great pleasure to celebrate the next awardees. Tonight we are honoring Felix Schwann for being a dog with the Marvels of Media Media Animated Short Award. Felix couldn't be here tonight, but sends greetings and thanks from Sweden. We are also honoring DJ Savoda for Love Everyone with Sylvia, with honorable mention for the Marvels of Media Animated Short Award. DJ is watching from home tonight and sends greetings. And the honorable mention award for Marvels of Media Animated Short also goes to Exceptional Minds for Backyard Camping. This amazing team included David Miles, Carter Capps, Ryan Oldis, Tristan Mallier, Adam Schurig, Michael Shue, Jacob Leonard, Stephen Storty, Andrew Turney, Michael Schiarelli, Craig Hills, Dylan Carbonell, John Clark, Howie Hoffman, and Scott Sackett in collaboration with Sesame Workshop. The Executive Director of Exceptional Minds, David Siegel, will accept the award tonight on behalf of the team. David, could you join us on stage? Here you go. So nice to meet you. They bounce.
It bounced. And I caught it. This is beautiful. All right, I want to say a few thousand words, not as many as Rick, or maybe more than Rick. But first of all, thank you. My name is David Siegel, and I have the honor of leading Exceptional Minds, which is an academy and a post-production studio training young adults on the autism spectrum for careers in animation, visual effects, motion graphics. I'm honestly in awe of being able to accept this on behalf of incredible human beings whose names I want to repeat just because it bears repeating. But first and foremost, I want to thank, of course, the incomparable Carl Goodman and Sarah, the Museum of Moving Images. I'm blown away by what you all are doing here, and it's a really beautiful place. Thank you, Josh. Thank you to the advisory committee, and of course, thank you to the judges. David, Carter, Ryan, Tristan, Adam, Michael, Jacob, Stephen, Andrew, Craig, Dylan, supervisors John, Howie, and Scott. These are the gifted artists and supervisors who made this amazing piece of content. And I have to tell you, this is an extraordinary experience that you've created. I've seen some awesome work upstairs, and the fact of the matter is, if we can celebrate and amplify this kind of work and share it with the world, it's pretty cool. And by the way, it's awesome. You saw the content. And thank you to our partner, Sesame Workshop. And I just have to say, this is Julia. This is the character that, of course, this short was based on. And she's extraordinary also. I mean, she's helping us tell great stories and helping open up the magic of what autism is to people that really need to know, both those on the spectrum and those that just want to learn more. And what we've been able to create with this short, we think is groundbreaking, and we're incredibly enthusiastic about continuing to work with organizations like Sesame Workshop, who've given our group of young artists an opportunity to make impact that helps them earn a living, helps them have pride in their work, but also gives them an opportunity to shine their light on the world and spotlight the work they're creating and shine a light on little characters like Julia and helping young girls, boys, and everyone else understand that autism is a superpower, and we're superpowering our young artists to create amazing, amazing content. So with that, my team sent me a couple words that a couple of our artists wanted to share with you. Their names are Jacob Leonard and David Miles. They are quite the multi-hyphenates. They led a team as directors, producers, writers, and animators, so the multi-hyphenates, and this is what they had to say. Our ability to lead and direct our fellow animators was an amazing opportunity to give us the confidence and expertise to continue making great stories to share with the world. We hope we can serve as the role models we believe we are and inspire others like us, and we hope our story encourages the industry to keep putting autistic people in leadership roles. Thank you for believing in and validating our work.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Henson, and I'm the president of the Jim Henson Foundation, and I'm so happy to be here with you all tonight. I grew up with puppets, and I continued on working with puppeteers and Muppeteers for pretty much my whole life. And I've been able to see firsthand how how the puppets can really reach out and connect to such a wide range of audience. It's not uncommon for on a Muppet fan site to see somebody write, "Who else has autism?" It's being able to see some of my father's characters here at the museum, whether it's Sesame Street or The Muppet Show, Fraggle Rock, Dark Crystal, or Bear in the Big Blue House, and to know how so many of those characters have been able to connect and make a real emotional bond to their audience. So a couple of years ago, the Henson Foundation engaged with the Yale Child Study Center to do the first ever clinical research study on the relationship between puppets and autism. We also partnered with the Museum of the Moving Image to be able to present some workshops for educators in District 75, the public school District 75 here, workshops called Making Connections Through Puppetry, in order to help educators feel more comfortable utilizing puppets when reaching out to this audience. There is something really special about puppets, and I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel like there are people who do, and that they can utilize the magic of puppetry to make connections and to make friends. So we want to celebrate the creators, the puppet builders and puppeteers, and the next award, I'm very thrilled to say, is a puppet film, and I would like to announce the Marvels of Media Narrative Short Award going to Julio Garay and Alba Garcia Rivas for Dak Toka Taenu, Yasoy Taenu, I Am Taenu. I'd like to invite
Well, I am the director and writer of this short film, and none of the film would have been done if it wasn't for the genius brain of Julio Garay, who designed these animatronics. And I just have to say, I drew the character and I say, okay, this is how I wanted it to be, but I don't know what the mechanics are. And that's where he came in, and he did a 6 month of pure trial and error, troubleshooting, and he always do that. Creating a 3D printer to do certain parts, and he's an inventor. And our next feature film, which we are producing, he will be the brains again for the project. And I'm very proud to present to you the brains of our
Tell me what you need and I just do it.
half an hour later is done. Thank you.
And we have a second award for an honorable mention for the Marvelous Media Narrative Short Award, which goes to Alani Shoren and Jason Weisbrod for Boys Don't Wear Dresses.
Sorry, there's no puppets in our movie. We're gonna make the next one. The next one will have puppets in it. And I'll get it to you. This is so awesome. Alani Shoren, who is responsible for this film, couldn't be here. We co-wrote it together. I've known Alani for about 15 years now, and she came to me and asked me to write a story about her as an autistic gay individual. And as we were writing the story, she came out to me as transgender, and I said, well, now we got to change our story. So it became an amazing process about a young individual, autistic individual, who was going through the process of being transgender. And Alani was very specific where she said, I want this to be a family-friendly movie where kids can watch it with their parents, and let's do a Cinderella fantasy story. So I run a nonprofit in Los Angeles called Spectrum Laboratory. And I know many of you out here, some of you out here. This is really an amazing community event, and Spectrum Laboratory is a nonprofit that is a community that brings autistic, neurodivergent, LGBTQ+, performers, actors, writers, musicians, storytellers, and animators together. And we created this film in 5 days out of pure love. Some amazing people came on board, like Alexandra Billings from Transparent, and Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob SquarePants, and New York's own Carol Kane was our narrator. And it was just a special, magical film. And this award is not just for Alani and me, it's for everybody at Spectrum Laboratory. We're going to put it on our wall in our office. We're so excited and just really honored and humbled to be here. And Alani wanted me to just share a couple words with all of you. She wanted me to tell you all to stay true, be you, fight for who you are, lovely ones.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Justin Canha. I'm presenting the Marvels of Media Collaborative Innovation Award. Marvels of Media Awards are important because autistic people need more recognition for their work. Tonight, we are honoring exceptional minds for Mythologic with the Marvels of Media Collaborative Innovation Award. Here they are accepting over video.
Hello everyone, I'm Jess Jerome. I supervise the animation club at Exceptional Minds with all of these amazing animators. Thank you so much to the Museum of the Moving Image, the judges, and all who support our community for this award. Mythologic was a true collaboration and taught our students how to work as a team as they go off into their careers. Thank you to the Academy staff of Exceptional Minds for your continued support. This acknowledgement means so much to all of us. And with that, I would like for everyone to say,
thank you for the Marvels of Media Award.
Good evening. I'm Isaac Zablocki. I'm the director of the Real Abilities Film Festival. And the Real Abilities Film Festival is a festival that presents films by and about people with disabilities of all kinds. And we've been partnering with the Museum of Moving Image for over 10 years with different films being presented. And we're really excited to partner this year with the Marvels of Media program and awards, and actually present recommended films at our festival through that category. Our festival is actually starting 1 week from today, so join us April 7th till the 14th. And I am here now to give the Marvels of Media Mockumentary Award, and that award goes to Jackson Tucker-Meyer for Satan Cured My Autism.
Hello, yes, thank you. You may now put on your 3D glasses. This is really wild. Thank you so much. It's really interesting. Like 10 years ago when I was like 17, or even 5 years ago when I was 22, I really had like no idea where my life would be taking me or where I'd end up. But I did know that I would be wearing this outfit, so I'm very glad that I could end up wearing it at such an auspicious event. This is really, really cool. Yeah, it is, yeah. I would like to thank, Jackson gives short acceptance speech, that's funny. I would like to thank, obviously, the Museum of the Moving Image and the entire Marvels of Media team for all the work that they've done to pull this thing together. It's really, truly extraordinary. I would like to thank my mom and dad for being really the best parents anyone could ask for. My mom's like over there calling her out. She's filming. Nice. I would also like to thank them for letting me shoot an entire movie in their home, essentially. They also helped out with some of the scenes, and they've just always been very supportive of everything that I want to do, no matter how strange it might be. And as you can see, it turned out like all right. So pretty solid parenting philosophy. Just let the kids do whatever they want to do. And I would also, of course, love to thank all of the fabulous autistic artists who are here and elsewhere tonight who have shared their work with us. I work with an autistic youth nonprofit called Action Play, which is probably not the greatest thing to plug in conjunction with like my Satan movie. But the point I'm trying to make is like that place and also like this event here tonight, it really impresses upon me that I am part of like a much larger continuum of autistic folks who have been pushing the culture forward for decades and even centuries. I'm certainly not the first autistic writer, autistic filmmaker, autistic performer, and I certainly won't be the last. And that, I think, is really something to be celebrated. That being said, I am the first Jackson Tucker-Meyer, and this is not the last that y'all are going to see of me. And that, I think, is also to be celebrated. Thank you so much.
Aren't these speeches so much better than that other award show that everybody's talking about? Honorable mention for Marvels of Media Mockumentary Award goes to Danny Bowman and their team for The Home Office. The team including Chris Castillo, Arturo Brito, Phoebe Clark, Mark Matawad, Kira M., Morgan Knapp, Paul Gomez, Delane Owen, Brenna Werner, and Keaton Bicanol. Thank you.
So, hi, I am Danny Bowman. I am the founder and chief executive officer of Danimation Entertainment, an animation company that I started when I was 14 years old. And yes, I have autism. I started Danimation because I wanted to show my neurodiverse peers that anything is possible. Because, you see, I realized that everyone needs role models. You can't be it if you can't see it. I just want to congratulate all the winners, and I would like to say thank you to everyone, including Sarah Gurio and Tiffany Joy Butler, for making the Marvels of Media Awards possible. This is an amazing event. We at Danimation are here to represent our autism and neurodiverse community to show the world that yes, we can, and that we are capable of if we are given the opportunity. For example, last year, the Easter Seals Disability Film Challenge gave Danimation the opportunity to join the annual challenge. Last year's theme was Mockumentary, and our challenge was to come up with a 5-minute short film in just 5 days. Out of 94 films entered worldwide to Easter Seals, we won for Best Editor. It was so amazing that our team of 9 who are or were my Danimation students on the autism spectrum. We all came from different parts of the world, including England, Florida, Arizona, and California, to produce this film via Zoom during the pandemic, and our entire team stepped up to the plate. So I have 3 team members on stage with me, Brenna Werner, who is the writer, and we have Keaton Bicknell, who did the original score and also voiced 2 characters, the manager and Marco the elf, and Morgan Knapp, one of my animation students, who animated and provided sounds for her character, the HR Dragon. And our producer, Sandy Vielma, as you can see in the audience. Who's in the audience? She's not on stage because she's just filming us and also has stage fright. Our other team members that are not here are the animators and the students, Archer Rito, Mark Matawad, Kira M, and Phoebe Clark, the background designer, Delane Owen, our neurotypical story editor and animator, Christopher Castillo, and our assistant editor and special effects artist, Paul Gomez. I usually enter different film challenges with my students in order to teach them how to work in teams and meet deadlines. It's just part of what we do at Danimation. So, any last words for Morgan or Brenna? Keaton? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, Morgan.
I am not good at speeches at all, so I'm, well, I had everything planned out, but it's just gone out the window now. I would first like to thank of course, the team and Danny for letting me participate in all of this, and I'd like to thank my friends and family for supporting me and being there for me. I'd also like to thank my cat, who's at the end of this and keeping me sane the entire time through. Yeah, that's all I've got to say.
Hello everyone, my name is Brenna Werner. I was the writer on our film. First, I'd like to thank the Museum of the Moving Image for this incredible honor. It's a complete dream come true for all of us. I'd also like to thank my good friend Danny Bowman for allowing me the pleasure and privilege to create movie magic with her, as well as join her in her mission to further inclusive animation education for students all over the world. Danny, you are an absolute champion of animation, and I am just endlessly proud to be your friend and stand beside you today and always. So thank you so much. And I'd also like to thank my incredible teammates who are so talented, both here and at home. Hi guys at home. You guys all inspire me so much, and I really am so happy that we get to create together. And lastly, I would also like to personally thank my mother, Ileana Betancourt. She is the absolute light of my life, my greatest support and inspiration. And everything I am today, everything I've ever accomplished is entirely due to her. So thank you, Mom. I love you so much. And congratulations to all creators out there. You guys are awesome. I'll see you at the after party, and thank you so much.
It's great to be here in Queens after having flown all the way down from St. Augustine, Florida this morning. So I just want to thank Danny for helping bring us all over here, and Brenna, Morgan, and also I want to thank the Marvels of Media Awards, the Museum of the Moving Image for helping showcase all our creative talents. And just want to say thank you all. And
Thank you again for allowing us to be here so that others like us and the world can see what we can do. You can't be it if you can't see it.
Hello, I'm Tiffany Joy. I'm Curatorial Coordinator for Public Programs and also created the Marvels of the Media exhibit where you can view a lot of these fantastic films. And I'm happy to announce that Marvels of the Media Digital Art Award goes to April Lynn for Tending to Ta. Tending to Ta is magnificently cosmic and queer, and congratulations, April. Please join us on stage.
Hi everyone, I'm just going to keep it a bit short and to the point, and I just want to say I feel really honored to be part of such a significant exhibition. It's really a real milestone in the acknowledgement and celebration of disabled people and neurodiverse people and the perspectives that we bring to the world. To my fellow filmmakers and artists here tonight, I'm honored to be awarded alongside you. We are here not only because we are autistic, but because we are also amazing artists, and our work and our thoughts and ideas and dreams are important and irreplaceable and indispensable as well. Much gratitude to the Museum of the Moving Image for inviting me to translate Tending to Ta onto the entrance lobby wall, and a big shout out to everyone who's worked on putting this together, and I want to say that I can really feel that your efforts are present in the exhibition today. And thank you to my collaborators, without whose contributions this film wouldn't be possible. And big thank you to my commissioner, Obsidian Coast, for trusting me to bring it to life. Thank you.
And now I want to celebrate the honorable mention for Marvels of the Media Digital Art Award goes to Carrie Hawks for the playful animation Origin of Hair. So congrats, Carrie!
I want to thank the Museum of the Moving Image and everyone who worked in the Marvels of Media exhibit, especially Sarah and Tiffany Joy, and all the judges and staff here today. This is also a fantastic way to celebrate Trans Day of Visibility. I grew half of this film myself, and I was inspired by the grandmother of rock and roll, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, who in the 1950s went down on tour with her girlfriend slash lover slash collaborator and no male accompaniment. So she was an inspiring trailblazer for me and also for everyone who loves rock and roll. And I'd also like to thank the Jerome Foundation, as I created most of the film at a residency in Cassis, France, where the film was made.
Documentary Award for Camila Janan Rashid, The Edge of Legibility, R21. And we are so honored to exhibit Carrie's unique approach to directing. So congrats, Carrie, once again. And please join us again.
Hello again, still autistic, still friends. In 2019, I wrote down a manifestation on my wall that I wanted someone to approach me to direct a film. And months later, Nick Ravik from Art21 asked to chat with me about making a profile piece about Camila Janan Rashid. We had been an artist collective together a few years before, so it was perfect collaboration. We were in Black Women Artists for Black Lives Matter. And so there was a lot of mutual respect and admiration already on the project. This was my first time doing live action directing. It is very different because people move. And I had amazing collaborators, including Rose Bush, who did fantastic cinematography, and Brian Redondo, who did fantastic editing. Yeah, I didn't know I was autistic when I made some of my films, as I was recently diagnosed in 2020, but I always knew there was something special about me. So I'm very happy to be here with all these amazing autistic creators. Thanks again.
And the honorable mention for Marvel's The Media Documentary Award goes to Bryn Cheney for The Father of Rodents, about the wrestler Rat Daddy. And Bryn could not be here tonight, but sends many thanks. So thank you, everyone.
Hello, buenas noches. My name is Michelle Lopez. As an advocate for diversity and inclusion, it was an honor to serve on the advisory committee. Congratulations to the Museum of the Moving Image and its stakeholders for the fantastic energy put towards making this very important recognition a reality. And to all the artists who submitted their work, thank you for your contributions to the media arts. Tonight, the Marvels of Media Experimental Film Award goes to Stephen Fraser for Prosopagnosia. Stephen, please join us on the stage.
Hi, well, thank you for the award. When I was going through my diagnosis of autism, I realized that I couldn't really recognize people's faces. So one thing I did was I took sketches of people, and I ended up taking photographs of myself, and that was to, in order for me to recognize what people looked like. I also kept diaries as well. And that was like therapy for me, so being an artist was very therapeutic and helped me. I then took all my objects and put them in a memory box. And last year I opened up that box and I made Prosopagnosia. And when I made it, I could never imagine that I'd be in New York collecting this award. So thank you very much. And I just wanted to thank everybody for this event tonight and the exhibition, because normally when I see autistic people on screen, it's from somebody else's perspective. So to have this event and this exhibition with autistic people actually giving their own voices and presenting their own stories, I think it's such a powerful thing, and I really appreciate it. And I just wanted to thank Lisa, my producer, Lisa, for her support, and also the Scottish Documentary Institute and Screen Scotland for helping me make the film. So thanks very much.
Honorable mention for the Marvels of Media Experimental Film Award goes to Jennifer Masumba for Like the Girls Who Wear Pink. Jennifer couldn't be here tonight, but she sends her thanks. We're also presenting an honorable mention to the Marvels of Media Experimental Film Award to Maxwell James Scheller for Les New, a Fallout Snow Globe road trip. Maxwell couldn't be here tonight, but he did send a video message.
Hello, Marvels of Media. I am Maxwell James Scheller, creator of Lost New, a Fallout Snow Globe road trip, a documentary based on my experience of exploring the area of Las Vegas, which inspired the game Fallout New Vegas. I was given an honorable mention by Marvels of Media. It is quite an honor to be featured. Now, I did the Snow Globe trip once, just for an achievement to share. Then I figured I should record this if I ever do it again. Then I did. Well, I look forward to doing it again and the next movie. Thank you for your support. While I cannot be in New York for your show, it does mean a lot to me to be given recognition for Marvels of Media. Thank you, and I hope to share with you my next project. And to everyone else who's been featured, glad you did what you did. Don't stop.
Hello, my name is Miranda Lee. I am the co-curator for, on the advisory committee for, and am consultant for the Marvels of Media Awards. So often the works of disabled and neurodivergent creators are overlooked. We are already pushing for authentic representation of disabled and neurodivergent lives in the media. Our next step is to discuss the importance of representing and providing opportunities for autistic media makers. As an autistic person, I am working to build and spread spaces of inclusion, opportunity, and equity in the arts cultural field for disabled and neurodivergent people, and I'm so glad that the Marvels of Media Awards exists as a place that can help to amplify autistic media makers. The recipient for this next piece notes how oftentimes films about autism, quote, speak as a consultant rather than a feeling. Through its use of sound, color, and other elements, this recipient's film strikes at audiences so that they can feel rather than simply learn the autistic experience. For this reason, we present the Marvels of Media Narrative Feature Award to Grant Carlson for Sanctuary Dream. While Grant couldn't join us tonight, he sends his greetings from the West Coast. I am thrilled to announce the Marvels of Media Student Animated Short Award next. We are honoring a fantastical short that represents the autistic experience through the life of an anthropomorphic cloud. Congratulations, Kieran Bernard for Cloud Boy and Autistic Journey.
Wow, it's astonishing how a simple idea for my animation graduation film would lead to a trip to New York. Cowboy is a short autobiography about my personal experiences living with autism through the perspective of my avatar character, and I wanted to demonstrate how an autistic person's life and a regular person's life aren't so different from one another. Everybody has their niche interests, and that one insignificant thing that drives us crazy. For me, it's disorganized placemats. Although not every scenario in my film is factual to my life, they still portray some of the common traits finding the music to accompany Callum's boy's personality, issues, and growth throughout the film. It's been an honor to visit New York City, and I hope to come back here in the future. Thank you.
Next, we are honoring a beautiful tale about isolation and companionship. There are foxes with elemental powers in this tale that can be related to autistic and allistic, meaning non-autistic people alike. The honorable mention for the Marvels of Media student animated short goes to Yvette Valentina Franco for Ignis et Glacis. Yvette can't be here tonight, but Miguel Gleason, the director of the Mexican Cultural Institute in New York City, will accept the award tonight on behalf of Yvette, who sends her thanks from Mexico. Miguel, please join us on stage.
Hi everyone. It is really an honor for me to be invited to this ceremony of the Marvels of Media Awards. But it's even more than that. I tell you why. It's even more than that because I have the high privilege to receive this award on behalf of Yvette Valencia Franco because I've been quite involved and personally quite close to the universe of the spectrum in my family. I have a son, Asperger. So it's a coincidence. They invited me here just because I represent the Mexican culture, but what a nice coincidence. Huh? And besides, I've done some films myself, and I know how difficult it is to make a movie. So it really deserves recognition. But I'm not here to talk about me. I'm here to talk about Yvette and her wonderful film. As you said, I saw the film, Ignis and Glacis, and I find that it's a wonderful animation film with good chorus and music and technical, very well done, very well done. But for me, the most important achievement is the message of the film. And curiously, her film is like a metaphor, linked to the world of the spectrum. Two foxes, two animals, in this case are two foxes, who have different powers. One is ice and the other one is fire. And they are completely different between each other. But at the end, they manage to meet and to communicate and to be together. So this is what a wonderful message for people inside or outside the spectrum. It doesn't matter. It's a film with no spoken language, but it makes it much more universal because you understand the meaning without any spoken word or any subtitle. And talking about languages, let me please say some words in our language, the language of Yvette and my language. Con todo honor recibo este premio en tu nombre, Yvette, y con todo orgullo de que mexicanas como tú puedan lograr hazañas tan grandes como haber realizado esta película, la cual merece este premio que recibes. Congratulations, muchísimas felicidades, Yvette.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jessie Harrell, and I was really grateful to be included on the advisory committee, and I'm also the education director at Tech Kids Unlimited. Tech Kids Unlimited is a nonprofit organization that teaches technology and computer science thinking to neurodiverse youth, teens, and young adults. As many before me have said this evening, we envision a media landscape that increasingly elevates our students as creators and thought leaders. I am honored to be presenting awards to 3 such incredible creators this evening. And I want to remind everyone, if you haven't yet, to please check out the games that we are awarding tonight in the second floor gallery of the Marvels of Media exhibit, where they're all playable. And now, the awards. The Marvels of Media Student Video Game Award goes to Kieran Ammon for Surf Hill's Story. Kieran, please go to
Oh boy. I'm honored to be here and receiving this award for Surf Hill's Story. I'd like to thank Tech Kids Unlimited for having me in their game design program and submitting my game. I'd like to thank the museum and all the judges for seeing the merit in my work. I'd also like to thank my family, my dad, my mom, my sister, my aunt and uncle for supporting me and encouraging me through all this. And I'd particularly like to thank my brother, Nolan, who's watching right now on YouTube, and my cat, Ozzy, who's the greatest thing ever. And yeah, that's about all I have to say.
Next, I am pleased to announce that the honorable mention for the Marvels of Media Student Video Game Award goes to Layla Wright for Creature Crusade. Layla could not be here tonight, but asked me to share the following message. I am honored and humbled to even be considered for this. I never expected my game would be this well received. I'd like to thank the Museum of the Moving Image for this award. I'd also like to thank Games for Change and the TKU family for my inspiration of Creature Crusade. I had a lot of fun creating a game that advocates for animals, and it makes me very proud that I, with some assistance from TKU, have created something for others to enjoy. Thank you again, and God bless. So we extend our congratulations to Layla. And that brings us to the final game of the night. The Marvels of Media Video Game Award goes to Bradley Hennessy for An Aspie Life.
Here we are, I guess, at the end almost. Well, thank you so much. It really means a lot. Pretty much how personal this game was to develop. The original Aspie Life was basically a way for me to discover myself and how I stand on the spectrum. And basically by that, I mean, I had to look into myself, look into how, how the spectrum affects me, both positive and negative ways, and try and convert that into gameplay mechanics and, use all the different areas of game design, such as audio, visuals, gameplay, graphics, all different areas, and combine it together. If you told my 12-year-old self this is where I'll, not 12-year-old, sorry, my year 12 self, is this where I'll be, a couple of years down the line, I would never have believed it. So yes, I have a lot of thank yous I'd like to give. The first one is to Joe Watson, who was the poser on the original Aspie Life, and did a fantastic job converting, the feel of the game mechanics into a beautiful OST that really helps sell the product. Or art, I should say. Also like to thank my partner, my friends, and my parents for the continued support in my game development activities and the love and attention. Also like to thank all the staff here at the Museum of the Moving Image for putting together this fantastic exposition, and as well as all the awardees tonight. Absolutely fantastic stuff you guys have made, and I'm really happy to be among you with all your fantastic art. Thank you.
Jessie used to work at the museum, but she didn't tell you. Bradley, that's wonderful and a great way to end the evening. This was so meaningful. I think that pervades the room, the meaning and the importance and the need to continue year after year building this program, and also building in society the appreciation for the tremendous contributions that those with autism and on the autism spectrum have to contribute to media and entertainment and art. Grab your MoMI stress cube on your way out, and thank you so much for coming.
We done? Oh my god. Are you so excited? Are we good? Yeah. Wait till it.
Nice.
You did great.
Now